Hey, what's going on, everyone? It is 4:14 in the morning, and I am going to pick up my friend Sidearms from the airport because he got stranded there. Why do you care, though? You probably don't. Why am I making this video? I'm not making it to look like a good person. I'm not making it because this is the start of some weird 24-hour documentary, although I guess it kind of is. I'm making it because I was going to make another video today, but if I'm going to pick him up at the airport, I won't have time to make that video and then deliver him to the airport again tomorrow. That is the time in which I would make said other video that would be up at this time. So now we're making a new video called Let's Drive to Detroit. I'll see you in an hour and 20 minutes. Hope I'm in the frame. I'm sure I am. Should I put hood on or hood off?
I would say hood
What
on.
am I, a fucking boxer? Sidearms is still in Michigan? Man, you should just fucking live here.
I actually kind of considered moving here.
Yeah, you said you like it here, but the Sidearms fam isn't here.
Yeah, so that's kind of a deal breaker. But maybe for like a year, but probably not.
Yeah.
But maybe.
Well, I'm taking you back and you're not coming to this airport. I'm not coming here again. You're stranded at the airport.
Yep.
And do you know why he's stranded, everyone? Well, we're going to go into a whole little deal here. So if you don't want to hear my airline thoughts, this isn't the video for you. But there was a massive outage. I can explain. I read 3 fucking articles about it.
I read one.
Man. Okay.
So clearly no more.
In the United States of America, there are airlines. And the biggest of these airlines is Delta Airlines. And that is a big airline in Detroit. They own an entire airport. There is an airport in Detroit that is nice and new and updated, and only Delta airplanes can fly into it, and then all of the other airplanes fly into the shitty airport. They also, I don't know if this is the same situation in Atlanta, but their biggest hub is in Atlanta. That is the main Delta airport. A lot of Delta planes fly into the Atlanta airport, which is also very nice. And in this airport, they had a computer outage. I think it was about 48 hours ago. There was some power source, like what you would have in your house, a breaker that, when the power's going out or there's some type of surge, you turn off the breaker for the laundry room and all of that stuff. So the breaker for these computers in the Atlanta airport fails. There's a surge and it isn't able to fix it, or I don't know. I'm not a fucking electrician, dude. I'm a fucking YouTuber.
Do you need me to drive, man?
No, oh God, maybe. Okay. I don't know.
Okay.
But
Please,
anyway,
if you don't feel comfortable driving, because it's just GPS, I can follow directions.
Anyway, so there's no contingency plan, of course. There's no backup computer. There's no generator. Fuck it. These airlines in this country buy up other airlines, and they have to merge their systems together. So you can't, I think there's some merger on American Airlines. I was flying on an American Airlines plane, which I only fly Delta because they're the most reliable. They're the most fucking reliable, dude. Throw that out the window. I was flying on American Airlines, and I was having coolant drip on my fucking leg from the ceiling. And I was like, well, what's the deal with it? What's going on? And they're like, oh, sorry, we're merging. Their excuse for everything is, oh, we're merging systems. We just, we're merging with someone else. So, that's why coolant's on your leg, which that's just a bullshit. I'm rambling, whatever. So this breaker, which was probably from the 1970s, fails. No backup, no contingency plan. All of the computers in the Atlanta airport go down. That's a domino effect, because if planes can't take off because these computers can't go down and people can't get checked in, well, then planes can't take the gates of those planes. So then those planes are not able to go into those gates, and then you have to cancel all the flights in Atlanta. That means you have to cancel all the flights in the South. That means you have to cancel all the flights in the whole fucking world for Delta. And it creates a whole big issue, because this isn't over once they fix the computers. People have to get home, like my friend Sidearms here, and a lot of other people have to get home with him, and it's still going on. I mean, I'm gonna have to take him back to the airport tomorrow. Delta, did the PR thing. They give people the money. We'll give you it. So he got, dude over here got a $200 gift certificate. Thanks, Delta.
They gave me another 100.
Another 100, dude? You talked them into that? They negotiate too at the gate. Okay, let's talk about. So yeah, that's the whole. It's stupid. Fucking airlines are reactionary. I mean, a lot of major businesses are reactionary. I always think of this Tom Izzo quote. You know basketball? You know sports?
Of course.
No, you don't. Yeah, do you know who Tom Izzo is? No,
heard you
he
say
shook
the
his
name.
hand. Yeah, you heard me say his name 3 seconds ago. Tom Izzo, Michigan State basketball coach, he had this quote that always has stuck with me. As a coach, he tries to be what is it? Oh, God. I said it always stuck. It's fucking 5:30 a.m.,
You want me
dude.
to talk, man?
No, hold on. We'll get to your war stories in a second. He always prepares for failure instead of reacting to failure. Reacting is nothing. I mean, you have to react. You can't not react. But if you choose to put in the work to prepare for these scenarios, even though that's strenuous and annoying because maybe it won't fail, maybe it will, whatever. If you prepare, then you're fucking prepared. Reacting is like the house is on fire, and preparing is putting the fire alarms in the house. Reacting is getting the water from the sink and trying to put the fire out. Well, it's on fucking fire, and everyone's dead, and the animals are dead. Okay, so now why don't you tell me about what happened at the gates? It's 5. I mean, it's 6 a.m. now. So what was your original flight scheduled for?
It was scheduled to leave from Beat-Up's house at 7:22. And then an hour before we were supposed to leave, I got a notification on my app saying that
It
my
was
flights...
7:22 p.m.
Yes.
Okay, so and Beat-Up's house, so he was at the Grand Rapids airport. We're at the Detroit airport. So he had a connection from Grand Rapids to Detroit.
Yeah.
So go on.
So originally it was from Grand Rapids to Atlanta, and then fucking Atlanta to some other fuck shit. But I got a notification on my phone from the Delta app saying that all flights from Atlanta were canceled.
Again.
Yes.
Okay.
So there
Still
was
having
that,
problems there.
and we were like panicking. We asked Nicole. Nicole was kind of like our guiding voice, telling us what to do. We even flipped a coin to see what we should do. We narrowed down to 2 options: either go to the airport and fix it there, or try to call and wait on hold and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it landed on go to the airport and try to fix it there. So that worked. Got to the airport.
Wait, what was the other option?
So they had high call volume. So it was like, oh, well, we can call you back. You don't have to stay on the line in 2 hours and 30 minutes. And that would have been after the flight would have left.
Okay, go on.
So we went to the airport. It was all good. Beat-Up stayed with me until basically I got to security, because we talked to the desk lady.
Like he's your fucking dad.
It was awesome. And then the lady was like, hey, all this outages and stuff like that, we understand. She gave me a first class flight from Grand Rapids to Detroit, and then Delta
First
Comfort.
class for a 40-minute flight? 30-minute?
27 minutes.
27-minute flight.
So-
27 minutes of the high life, bro. Hooked up.
And then from Detroit, it was some kind of Delta Comfort thing, which because it's only $10 extra to get more leg room.
And I always, so here's another Delta flights. There's first class, and then their business class, which it used to be called back in the day, is Delta Comfort. The seats on the newer flights are upgraded, but really what it is just the seat width. The distance between the back of the seat and the front of the seat behind it is longer than the economy, which is most of the seats on the flight, the ones furthermost back. It goes first class, Delta Comfort, and then the seats in the back. And I always try to get Delta Comfort or an exit row. And some planes, exit rows are better. I study this shit like a science. There's
you showed me that.
Yeah. There's a website called Seat Guru. Is it Seat Guru? I think it's Seat
By the
Guru.
way, we're not
Yeah.
sponsored. Just to be 100%
Not
clear.
sponsored. I don't own the website. I wish I owned I wish I fucking owned a website about showing what planes where the seats are the best. It's amazing. If you're gonna fly, use Seat Guru to figure out where the best seats are. I always use that, and I'll get either an exit row or Delta Comfort or first class if I'm balling.
Look at the rocks in his wrist.
Yeah, this car's a lease, so not often. But continue.
Okay. So the lady said that she can either do through Atlanta and get me to my destination at 1 a.m. or go through Detroit and get me to my destination at 2 a.m. So I mean, both of them kind of sucked. And then we were like, okay, we'll just go to Atlanta because it's shorter. And she was like, wait, just joking, they're all canceled or some bullshit.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, I mean, that's fine. What are you gonna do? Like, it's not the person's fault at the desk that the flights are canceled.
Oh.
So like, I mean, that's all good. So then she was like, I'm sorry, I got you the first class flight to Detroit, and then Detroit to somewhere else. And then once we got to Detroit, I sat there for like 5 hours until it was time to board the flight. And then
Did you go to any restaurants? There's nice restaurants in there. There's a
yeah, I did. I went to Chick-fil-A. I walked through the entire length of the terminal because I didn't realize you could take the train. I took the train back. I took the train.
The Detroit airport, I know a lot of airports are set up differently. The Detroit airport is just one long, there's 70, I think there's 75 gates, 76.
Yeah, 70 something.
Just a straight line of gates. If you run from the gate number 1 to gate 75, that has to be over a mile. I don't know what I'm sure I could find it online. I think it's probably a mile and a half. It's pretty long. So you walked all the way to Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, but
the halfway
they
point.
had like the little walking or the
yeah,
moving,
they have the expressways.
It's all good. So I waited there 5 hours until the flight was supposed to board originally, and then they kept delaying. They kept saying, "Oh, the plane's not here yet." Blah blah blah. And then the plane got here. We only had one pilot. And then they were like, okay, we're trying to find a co-pilot, and then the co-pilot like disappeared and never showed up. Like they weren't able to get in touch with him. And then this is where stuff got crazy. Yeah, it sucked waiting, and I understood. I mean, it's all these outages and stuff like that. I mean, what are you gonna do? It's not like anyone has the power to really fix it without giving it some time and
not you accept the company that could have
well
made a contingency
like
plan. But yeah, you'd have to
proactive.
go. Yeah, you'd have to go back in time. Yeah, but you can't do that. So thanks Delta. Fuck you.
At the end, it was like 4 a.m. around there, and they just told us over the speaker, it's like, hey, we can't really find, like, due to like a shortage of crew members. They could have called us. Okay, maybe about you. Due to a shortage of crew members, we're gonna have to cancel the flight. Sorry, guys. And then people flipped shit. There was this one guy literally the whole time, like ever since like the first pilot showed up, was arguing with them, calling him a lazy fuck because he would not fly the plane on his own.
Arguing with the pilot.
Yes.
And
the pilot was being very reasonable. He said, I understand. This isn't my fault. It's a fucking law that we are supposed to have a co-pilot.
2 people fly commercial airlines flights because the logic is, which I totally agree with, by the way, if I was near this guy, I would probably try to explain this to him. Actually, I would have
A bunch of people did.
Yeah, a bunch of people tried to explain, but clearly
he was one of those people that once he set on it, it's like fuck everything else.
No, fuck this lazy pilot. Won't fly a fucking plane by herself. No, 2 pilots fly the plane in case one has a heart attack. The chances of the chances of 2 people having a heart attack, obviously infinitely slimmer than the chance of one person having a heart attack, and then the plane's everyone's gonna die. So
they were yelling and stuff, and I'm not trying to sound sexist or whatever, but the ladies were like crying and stuff like that.
They were ladies and they were crying. There's no sex,
And just being clear, because people are very sensitive. And then the ladies were crying, and like the guys are like frustrated. Not at the airline. Some of them were at the airline, like at the people at the desk, which I still don't really understand. I guess it's like a scapegoat, but anyways.
Yeah, they were venting their aggression at the people in this. And this is 4 a.m. And I will say, I guess
sucks. I mean, to their
and it's
defense.
Uncommon. I think I'm pretty sure I know that it is not common for flights to be taking off that late. Delta is extending their flight times to try to get people home. But I've walked through an airport before, very late at night, or I guess very early in the morning.
There was no one at the airport.
And there is no one at the airport. That was probably the only gate trying to get flights out, and it was a last-ditch effort, and it did not succeed.
Word.
And people were venting at the
at the people. So people were crying and stuff. The dude was yelling, and then he was going after every person at the desk. Like there was 2 dudes and 2 ladies at the desk.
Yes.
And the ladies would say something like, please calm down, sir. And he'd be like, shut the fuck up. I'm not talking to you right now. Wow. And I was like, what? So I left, and that's when I called you, and I was like, shit's
please
going
get me
down.
out of here.
Can you please help me?
Yes.
And then there's a hotel that's actually inside the Detroit airport, right?
Yeah, it's very nice.
Yeah.
It's called the Westin Detroit Hotel airport hotel, whatever. It's nice. I've stayed in it. There's a waterfall in the middle of the hotel, like a fountain waterfall thing. It's kind of hard to explain. And there's the like rooms go up in the, I don't know, it's beautiful. And there's a nice little bar down there. I like it.
Yes. I tried to get a room in there. I called the place. They were talking to me. I was like, okay, so how do I get inside from the airport? So they said I have to go down through baggage claim, like leave the airport and come back in, basically.
Yes.
And then I was like, okay, is this free, by the way? Or like, how do I talk to Delta to kind of reimburse you guys or reimburse me? Because obviously this isn't really my fault and stuff like that. And they're like, oh wait, you don't have like a reservation already? I said no, and they said sorry, we're like totally booked. And I was like, well, I'm fucking stuck. I didn't say fucking. I was like, well, I guess I'm stuck.
Yeah, so you called me. I called around to a couple hotels. There's one hotel in the area that had a room. One room. The La Quinta something suites. Pretty decent ratings, by the way. So I want you to explain to me why you don't like Mexican hotels.
It's not that I don't like Mexican hotels.
It is a racist thing.
It is not. We're in Detroit. And I've heard jokes all the time that have been like, you know, get your car stolen in Detroit, get murdered in Detroit.
We're in Romulus. We are south of Detroit.
That's fucking Italy. Romulus discovered.
Hey, yeah, I understand. It's a difficult situation. No,
I'm not an actual adult, and you know this.
Yes, you are. Yes.
But like I fucking don't know shit, basically. So experience this stuff was kind of like frustrating and scary. So thank you very much for like.
I'm here for you.
Sympathize with me, man.
I'm your quasi-parent.
I just want to say that if, you know, the tables are turned, I would have helped you too.
That's what I said to Megan. I said when I was getting out of bed, you know, going to help you, I was like, if the tables were turned and he was the adult and I was the child with wonder in my eyes like him, he would do the same thing. So when you're an adult one day and I'm in a nursing home or something,
yes,
you owe me, but other than that, we're straight. But
yes.
So now,
in closing, I want to apologize to you, man, for real.
No.
So it's fucking 6 a.m. Neither of us have gotten sleep. Seriously, if you need me to drive, I can. It's fine. Like I'm fine.
No, the thing practically drives itself in 2016.
So I'm
really.
sorry they have to do this. If you don't,
no, man.
If you don't want to like take me back later, that's fine. We'll find alternate methods.
Well, you're gonna stay here.
Well, because my flight leaves again tonight. Hopefully the same shit doesn't happen. If the same shit happens again, I'm just gonna fucking sleep.
Yeah, La Quinta.
I'm just gonna stay at the airport. Actually.
You're racist against the hotel.
No, dude, I don't want to fucking get killed or mugged.
Dude, we are so far south of the danger. Do you know they build airports in open areas? I mean, they can't just say, "Oh, right, dangerous criminals, get out of here." Like they got they got to go where the Listen, we got to build an airport. We got to build 2 airports here. There's 2 airports here. You got to get out of here. No, they just go to the area where the people and the criminals in the buildings aren't. But no, I'm sorry, man. No. It's no. Don't say sorry. We're friends. That's what friends do.
I appreciate it, man.
It's no big deal, but we do need to talk about our options. So it's 6:10 a.m. We're approaching sunrise, I assume, and rush hour.
Yes.
So breakfast. Are you hungry? When was the last time you ate something?
5 p.m.
Okay. Same-ish.
But I am not hungry. I will only go if you want to go. Because I don't want you to do anything.
Well, I was going to say, our options are Bob Evans. No.
Bob Evans.
Yeah, Bob Evans is the closest thing to this airport. Sucks.
Okay.
In my opinion. If you disagree, if your dad's Bob Evans and it's his restaurant.
Sorry, Bob Evans.
Fuck him. Yeah, no, sorry, Bob Evans. Bob Evans.
Is there any place you like to go here that you don't usually get to go?
No. No place I want to go. There's no like famous Detroit breakfast restaurant.
Okay.
Well, there's like Coney Island, or I don't know. There probably is. I'm just not. Okay. It's 6 a.m. We're not going crazy. I'm probably just gonna drive back to Lansing, and we'll go to Tim Hortons. You ever had Tim Hortons?
I haven't.
Have you heard of it? It's
yes.
The Canadian,
some kind of restaurant. It's comparable to something else.
The church. In Canada, the religion is Tim Hortons. Yes.
Really?
Yes. wear jean jackets, and you go to Tim Hortons for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Doesn't sound bad.
Yeah, you go to jean jackets, Tim Hortons for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then you go home and you put your moose to bed, and then you just call it a day.
Yeah.
So
I've watched Canadian documentaries, and that actually is like, spot on. So
yeah, so we're gonna go. We'll probably stop at Tim Hortons, then we'll go home and catch some sleep. And yeah, Vessel Pint.
well,
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault.
I'm glad we were both
I'm
able
sorry.
to vent.
I'm sorry.
No, you can. Yeah, you vented about your situation. I vented about how I feel about these fucking corporations. Just one
How
thing
hard
had
is
to
it
go wrong.
Fucking set up a backup generator. I do that shit. Fucking
A generator. Yeah. Oh, you know what?
We
In my
fucking have that. What the? And where?
Yeah.
What? YouTube?
I'm a
What are we living large?
Oh,
What-
Joel, it's a big company. It's harder than fucking a backup for your computer. Yeah, it's a big company with multiple billions of dollars, more than I can spend on my shit to back up computers, and that's probably covering for some other issue they don't. And someone's walking by the car, and I'm screaming at the top of my lungs.
Chill. Hold on. Okay, I think he didn't look at us.
In a post 9/11 world, you do not want to be screaming in your car at an airport. So he did not look. He minded his business. I appreciate that, sir. We
need to leave before he calls the cops.
Yeah, and I'm wasting gas. So we got to get this horsey home to his stable.
How many horses?
Oh, I don't know. I got the car, the dash mount. Ooh, whoa. I don't want to fully unleash. Yeah. Got Secretariat under the hood. Got American Pharaoh under there, dude. Triple Crown winner. Okay, I need to stop. I'm sorry. I need to stop. So Sidearms and I were going to go to Tim Hortons, but I instead decided to take him to a diner I used to go to a lot as a child. We were kind of passing by my hometown area, and I was like,
It was nice, man.
screw Tim Hortons. Yeah, it was nice. I haven't been to that diner in a while, and it gave me the feels and also the great food that I grew up with. So we got filled with some good food, and now it's 8:30 a.m. just on the highway heading home.
The silver lining with this is that we get to hang out, man. Now, maybe it's not much of a silver lining for like,
Yeah.
but
No,
I think
I
this
like
is
you.
great. Thank you, man. I like you too. You're one of my best friends.
Yeah. You're one of my best friends too. And we are hanging out, and we will continue this journey on home. Wow, there was almost a
Car accident.
Yeah.
Like a truck too.
I like that I like that our split reaction to that was, wow, someone almost injured themselves and or lost their lives. So
Yeah.
driving's cool. All right, so I'm back in my office now with Sidearms. It's 4 p.m.
4:12.
Well, I'm glad they know the exact time.
Oh wow.
And this video is way longer than I thought it would be. I mean, we got it over 10 minutes, so that's always the goal. Thanks, Pewds. Some of us are struggling. No. I'm sorry, it's kind of a random video, but it's a day in my life. A day in the life of Joel and Sidearms, so that's what you get. And Sidearms is at my desk editing videos or uploading them or something.
Yeah, I'm uploading at the moment.
I'm on the sack, chilling, relaxing. I really could fall asleep, but there's stuff to do. Sidearms has a flight out at 10 p.m. that is now delayed until 11 p.m. So
I really hope it's not the same exact shit as last time. If it is, man, just leave me there. I'll sleep at the airport.
well, Megan was talking about it with me. She's like, shouldn't he just try to get a flight early tomorrow, and then you can drop him off on the bus in East Lansing?
Yeah.
But I was like, neither option is great, because you know, you're out of clothes, like you don't have luggage and stuff, and you just want to get home. So by risking going there tonight, that gives you a chance of getting home. You have the biggest chance of getting home. But by seceding or seeding something, I don't know why I'm talking about gardening, you know, the opportunity to fly out tonight and just saying, screw it, I'll just go tomorrow morning, that's fine. Less driving for me and more sleep. But I don't know. It's risky either way. So I guess we'll keep the people updated on Twitter.
Yeah.
Good luck, bro.
Thank you, man. Are you still recording?
Yeah.
Okay, because I wasn't gonna say this anyway, because I'm fake after the camera stops rolling. But thank you for coming to get me and letting me use your computer to do YouTube stuff.
No problem. Yeah, we don't have to drag it on any longer. It's already over 10 minutes.
Oh.
It's like double at this point.
That's not Thanks, dude.
I love you, bro.